There we go.
Hello.
We're live. It's alive. It's alive.
I already put stuff up in the thing because I wanted to write down.
Jolly good. Jolly good.
Hiya.
Hello.
That's me.
Thank you. North American folklore, particularly in the lumberjack traditions of the United States and Canada. I'm reading this for my benefit. This elusive creature is known for its ability to hide behind objects, making it impossible to be directly observed. Interesting, because I've been looking at a lot of Native American folklore recently.
Yeah, and that's the word that
Oh,
I
yeah,
did.
You what, Derek? Sorry, you what, mate?
That's the word that I did earlier.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
Thanks, Lo. Hey, Nuddy.
Good evening, young Nettie.
I'm just sharing it out, guys.
Share and share. Sharing.
No, you have to turn the light out.
That's the only information I could find about hide behind. So far.
No, that's an interesting subject. I've not heard of them before. I've never heard of them.
You'd have to turn that light out behind you. It makes you intelligent.
It's like I've had an idea.
Young.
Mind you, my ideas is one around fucking flickering. Young, yeah. Well, you are young, Nettie. You are young.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how old she is. I'm not going to ask.
Well, she looks young. Young at heart is what you need to be.
It's all that. Do you remember that Pond's cold cream?
Do they still do that?
I don't know.
That was proper old-fashioned stuff. Well, that was stuff you had, wasn't it?
I haven't heard it.
It's to call it cold stuff, didn't they?
Like what?
Cold cream.
Cold cream. How old's your nan, Jay?
Grandma is 89.
Blimey, she'll remember it. She'll remember that. Cold cream, yeah. Right, so hide behinds. Can you put that up again quickly? Or when people come in, can we put it up? So that people can see what we're talking about? Because I'm not too sure myself, so I'm learning as you guys are. So let me read this. The hide behind is a mythical creature from North American folklore, particularly in the lumberjack traditions of the United States and Canada. This elusive creature is known for its ability to hide behind objects, making it nearly impossible to be directly observed. We know a few creatures like that, don't we? When an observer tries to look directly at it, the hide behind quickly conceals itself, either behind an object or even behind the observer. As a result, it remains unseen while stalking and attacking its human prey, often dragging 60s nothing netty, dragging them back to its lair to devour them. Interestingly, the hide behind has a severe aversion to alcohol. Don't come near me then. Which is considered a sufficient repellent. Tales of the hide behind may have been used to explain strange forest noises at night. That's interesting. I've never heard of the hide behind before.
I think that word is another newfangled word that's been made up.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be. Yeah. Yes, that's
to make something sound more important than what
Yeah. It sounds very much like the behaviour of not about the eating thing, but it sounds like they take them 3 or 4 different legends and mix them together to come up with this particular one. I mean, a lot of the hiding behind stuff is what the Fae do, isn't it? The Fae tend to hide behind stuff, and they don't want you looking directly at them and all that sort of stuff. So, but you're right, Viv. I think you're right.
And even if you go back to Native American traditions, again, I don't think they would have come up with this kind of word. It would have been called something else. This is something that the paranormal community or someone who wanted to feel quite important has come up with this. Yeah. Exactly. I think this is a modern take on something that somebody's...
Yeah, I'd agree with that because I've never heard of it before. Hi, Sarah.
Sarah. Well, I think a lot of people changed names of stuff over the centuries of what it originally was,
probably. I mean, because a lot of creatures that like a lot of mythological, legendary creatures do that, don't they? Hide behind. I mean, Bigfoot does it, doesn't he? He hides behind things, and you know, Dogman's said to do it. And hiya, William.
Hi, William.
Well, like this whole problem I have between Dogman and werewolf. Okay, now just assuming that something's a werewolf, you're going back on legends and things that people say. No one's actually seen a man change into a wolf.
No.
That's Hollywood. That's Hollywood putting their slant on something, because I think that the name werewolf is older than actual Hollywood itself. I think it's
Werewolf is actually traditionally it comes from it was Old English, a lot of it, and it came from werewolf. Were is Old English for man.
Mm-hmm.
And then wolf, obviously, it describes itself. So werewolf is man wolf.
Yeah, it's also gone from the.
You are a legend, in the best possible terms, William. You're a legend. Hiya, Robert.
He changed my name. I don't remember.
But yeah, but it's interesting because I was looking at a lot of these lycanthrope. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. I was looking at these Native American legends that are just interesting, you know, to sort of do comparables side by side of the sort of stuff that's everywhere in Europe. And they have a particular breed of who's meant to be quite. You don't want dealings with them, apparently. I can't think of the name of them now, but they're basically miniature Native Americans.
What happened to him?
They're miniature Native Americans. Where he's gone.
He's got a phone call again.
Has he?
or a message. He'll be back in a sec.
So yeah, so there's these like miniature, almost elfin type of Native Americans.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I seen it on Paranormal Con camera.
Was it on that?
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of them are, but yeah,
it's very, very intriguing, and
it's a little tribe.
There's quite a few people that are out there that have got nothing to do with the paranormal. They've said that they've got hunters that they've come across these beings, and they've acknowledged they've seen them, but they were more surprised that he could see them. And so he went away and spoke to a leader of a local tribe or what have you, and he explained to him what they were. And he said, you really don't want to have any involvement with them, which sounds very much like the Fae, doesn't it? That warning, isn't it? Just keep clear, you know. But he says that was interesting. And also, apparently, they lived with, and they think they're still out there somewhere, Native Americans that are actual giants. Which is interesting as well.
I didn't even know how to pronounce that.
Have you got it there?
Mm-hmm. It's Maki Au Isug, or the little people.
What are they? Are they like what? Do you know what tribe they're associated? Or what tribe they're associated?
Well, apparently, that Maki Au Isug is the tribe.
Oh, okay. So that's their tribe. That's the little people's tribe. Right. Okay. But it's intriguing. It's interesting. But it's amazing how these. Like Vic was saying, a lot of these legends and myths and that, they sort of interlace with each other.
Yeah.
You know, and in the end, it's you can't discern. So as Vic says, people come up with different names for them.
But it's like the name Sasquatch.
Yeah.
That wasn't the original name. It's because a Western man couldn't say the Native American. He changed it to Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Just to make it easier for him to say. And I think... I think people are meddling with things when they don't need to meddle. Why?
No,
because you don't understand it. Really? Like, you know, like this thing you mentioned that it doesn't like alcohol. Where's the proof?
Yeah.
Why hasn't it been shown? Why hasn't there been a paper written up? Why hasn't it been published? Why, you know, it's... Yeah. Well, yeah, I have to take it with a pinch of salt.
For you to realise that they particularly don't like something, they do like something, means that you've got to know somebody who's had close, you know, doings with them, dealings with them. Otherwise, you can't, can you? It's just, I don't know. I think a lot of it as well is when people try to, they try to make things more elite than they are.
Yes.
So what they do is they give themselves a little bit of air of, oh, well, I know this, I'm knowledgeable about that, and I've got this and I've got that, purely and simply by attaching these names to it, so that it makes other people feel foolish. That's what I do.
But that's where they got the film Predator, wasn't it, from?
Predator, yeah, exactly. Watch the program that was linking the giant skeletons found to Bigfoot. Interesting program. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff out there on the net.
But was it skeletons of Bigfoot, or there's also apparently Indians that have been found that were giant skeletons too. So,
Well, aren't they red? A lot of them are red-headed, weren't they? A lot of the Native American. Didn't
Yep.
they say that a lot of their giants were Native American were red-headed?
yep.
Yeah.
It's intriguing. What you really need to do, get down to brass tacks and speak to somebody from these tribes, wouldn't you? But then
Yeah,
they might
unfortunately,
be
most of them
reluctant.
won't talk about it.
I was going to say they might be reluctant to mention it.
Yep, very reluctant.
But you
It's
can't blame them.
it's not just that that they're trying to protect these species or whatever. They don't trust the white man anymore.
No,
They won't let them on reservations, their
No.
own reservations, and it never used to be like that. But they've had to because of, and I'm sorry to bring up this word, racism.
Yep.
And it's not just racism against them; it's racism against their way of life. What even nature, how the white man's wanted to destroy everything, and I mean everything,
Yep.
and for what?
I don't think it's just the white man. I think everybody's had a go at it over the years because even
Oh,
before
yeah.
we got there, they were slaughtering each other.
Mhm.
It's the same with here, isn't it? It's like I think people pin a lot too much spiritualism to these tribes, and not just them, but other peoples as well around the world. It's like, well, they're attributing that to it. And you look at like the Mayans when you look into some of their behaviour. Was
Yeah.
today you think, my God, what's going on there?
Yeah,
I think
and they
it's
were
just a human
brutal.
thing, irrespective
Yeah.
of colour or race. I think it's just humans aren't very nice.
I know.
But I'm bringing it sort of more to today. Like today, we have this.
Yeah, we
What's
have
the
that
word
here.
I'm looking for? Well, it's not so much. It is racism, but it's also this other thing. Like where I'm better than you.
Oh yeah,
gonna-
it's like
I'm
a
gonna-
form of elitism, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah.
I want. Therefore, I need. Therefore, I shall get. And to hell with the consequences.
Yeah.
There's no consideration for other people. There's no
No,
consideration for the damage that they're causing, whether it comes to ancient artifacts, buildings, whatever. And that's all genres in life.
Yeah.
All genres.
It's about money or destruction,
Yeah,
and both of them roads lead to the same thing, don't they?
yeah.
You know.
Governments.
So what's William say? Sorry, can I just put that up again if that's all right,
Yeah,
please,
hold on.
Eric?
I'll put it up.
So William says, my grandma talked about people in the old country who would get moon madness. They would howl at the moon, climb the unclimbable church spires, and get violent if someone tried to stop them. We had a guy do that here in Southend about 40 or 50 years ago, I think it was. And the police officer said that he arrested him, took him to the cell, and there was, Joe, the little hole things, the little thing. He got his head through it almost, and they couldn't work out how on earth he'd done that. They're like, well, how's he done that? But he told them that he could change his shape and form. So maybe these dogmen, these werewolves, maybe they're are they skinwalkers?
That's what I'm thinking. I think all of it's still all the same thing.
I think you're right. I'll be honest with you, Sarah. I don't think nobody does at the minute. It's not a safe world for anybody.
Oh, it's kids killing kids now, isn't it? Like
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What's that, Viv?
the kids killing kids, those two 12-year-old boys. Oh,
Mm.
The world's. I don't know.
it's a horrible world.
Mm.
And it's going to get worse.
Yeah, it's going to get worse, a lot worse. I don't know why people just can't get on. Suck it up and get on.
No.
Drives me mad.
So talking of hideaways, I try and hide away as much as I can to get on
Oh,
with
yeah,
other
Richard.
things.
Good to see you back, right, mate? Thank you. You're well.
But hideaways, it's like, well, I'm going to talk about shadow people. Is that not a form of hideaway?
Well, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
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 So we mentioned cryptid and fae. Let's even talk about hauntings and the spirits that are intelligent and do have rapport. Sometimes they choose just not to show themselves. So it depends on the individuals.
Yeah.
Again, hiding away. I mean, I don't like this word hideaway. I just think it's
No, hide behind it. I've never heard it. To be honest with you, I've never heard
hide
it.
behind.
hide
I've
behind.
never heard of it before.
Yeah.
I've heard of it before because again, I'm getting all my information from Paranormal Cloud and Tampon. And who knows
Yeah.
how much of that is true, false, you know.
Thing with the internet, the problem with the internet is a man and a duck can get on there now and put their information on there, and it doesn't mean it's necessarily right.
Yeah.
But people read it and run with it and think, oh yeah, rather than research, you know, the foundations of what they're told, they'll just accept it. And that's how it bleeds into the paranormal world.
Yeah. And the AI as well, because you don't even need, you can open a YouTube channel now and you don't even need to put anything up there. You just type in information and it does a film for you and speaks for you now.
Do you know what?
It's going to get
I've
worse.
been thinking about AI really quite deeply, more deeply than I should. But I'm wondering if AI was already in existence and the AI has created us.
Yeah, that's what they think.
As AI created us. Because the thing I
Well-
learned today, and I don't know if you know about it, in the States, apparently, they've got, like CERN, they've got one of those, what's it called, a collider.
Oh, Hadron Collider, yeah. We were
Hadron
just
Collider.
talking about that.
They've got one like 10 times the size, right? apparently.
60
in America.
miles.
But the thing is, somebody came out and said, and I thought, you know what, that could be the answer. The reason there's so much, everything's unbalanced in this world is the moment, is that they've done something in CERN or in this American one. And what they've done, they've changed dimensions. So we've switched dimensions. So we're in a different dimension. So that's why all the aggravation, all the problems, all the hate, all the anger, because we're not meant to be here. We've gone into a negative dimension. And I don't know what's happened to the people that were in that dimension. But it's just odd. It's just odd because these last few years, things have gone mental, haven't they? People, the hate, I've never known hate like it. You know?
It's,
If you had a,
it's not
you know,
just hate though, Dan. It's laziness and hate, and the hatred is so deep rooted, and the laziness is deep rooted, and the not willing or not wanting to learn is deep rooted, and expecting everything for nothing. And all genres, doesn't matter what you're looking at, I think is growing to stupid levels where something's got to give. It's got to give.
Exactly. I think as well. I think people are too. I'm sorry to say it. People are too fucking stupid to realise this. But I think that there are a certain amount of people out there. Call them what you want. Call them Illuminati. Call them the chosen. Whatever you want to call them. Whatever name they give themselves. This puppet government, shadow governments, and what have you. And I think that there's a couple of families out there that are puppeting us.
Yeah.
And they're turning us against each other, and they're playing a game because they know that in the long term, once everything's destroyed, they can then take over completely. I just don't trust them.
Well, like I was saying before, a scientist put it this way. He said that whether you believe in God or whatever, there was a bigger being that created us as an AI and decided to give them free will. And that's it.
Weird thing is, though, if AI did create us, who created the AI?
Whatever being is higher than us.
Yeah.
Hello, lovely.
Put it there.
I'll put it right there.
Put it there.
He don't
He's too
deserve
good.
it.
Dan, she's too good for you, Dan. Look at that.
The dogs are too good for me. Yeah, exactly, William. Couldn't have put it better myself. It's exactly right. God, could you imagine? That'd be horrifying, wouldn't it?
What would?
Being a child again.
Oh no, I would like to do that again.
No. I've
God,
always said that once this incarnation comes to an end, I don't want to come back to this planet again. I'm done with it.
That's not. She always gets that name wrong.
No.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. What are your
It's mad,
thoughts?
isn't it? It's mad, isn't it?
You're very quiet.
I'm all right. I'm just taking it all in, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you are. There's a test on it later.
But even if you are, We are AI. It doesn't change how I live my life, though. I'm still going to do what I want.
No,
to do.
because what can you do? You're in a situation. There's no point. Why should it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why should it? Why should it?
Can I just say something, right?
Mhm.
I'm going off on a tangent here, and this is somebody that hid away. Is a very famous resident of Wisconsin,
Yeah.
maybe for the wrong reasons. But Ed Gein was from Wisconsin, Plainfield.
You on the show?
Is
Yeah,
that near?
Saturday.
That'd be good.
Is that
Hello, Mr. Varro.
near you, Eric?
What?
Very
Plainfield.
Wisconsin,
Plainfield?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's right near me.
It's not near you.
isn't he? Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Ian. Exactly.
Do you reckon, William? The elitist world needs to make money and take over the banking countries that don't yet run. I am Ian the English.
Ian the English.
That's all because
Yeah,
of
no, it's a weird world, isn't it? Weird world.
Yeah, and what we do to one another, and even the thoughts that we give out against people, that's another thing that's really powerful that people don't realise.
No,
The power of positive thinking, it really does work. And yeah,
it's all manipulation. I think that people have been manipulated and they can't see it, or if they can, they don't want to acknowledge it. But you've got people
Yeah.
like the Rothschilds and that to,
I understand
thank
that.
for what's happening. A lot of I think not just them, but a couple of families. And maybe they're not the ones. Maybe they're not top of the tree. Because the ones at the top of the tree, you would never know they were, would you?
no. But anyway. So ghosties. Should we talk ghosties?
Ghosties and ghoulies. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Should we talk ghosties, Parker?
Yeah, I'm up for it. Like I say, I'm just taking it all in. It's interesting.
That's interesting.
So let's tie it in with a like a hide behind type sort of scenario. Have you ever experienced or seen something you shouldn't have done that scared you, that then wanted to hide because you'd noticed that you'd seen it? Can you tell us about it if you've seen that and what happened and how you felt and
Who's that,
what was the
Parker?
scenario? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that because you were standing about 2 meters away
Right,
from
I'll
me.
believe about it. Nothing to do with me.
It was 2 years ago now
Yeah.
when we went to the mansion. What's it called?
Sorry.
Woodchester.
That's it, Woodchester Mansion. And you was there in the hallway next to me. I didn't see it come, as you know, because you laughed your tits
Well, that's
off.
what she said.
And so if people don't know, we went there to do the investigation. Me and Viv went for a walk.
Yeah, as William. That is.
Well, I'm not saying nothing, Dan.
No, I know what it was.
And
Exactly. It's a continual cycle.
So me and Viv went for a walk, just seeing what we could do. And we was looking at, what can we do for the weekend or the afternoon? We was looking at the leaflets. And we knew, when we got there, when we had a look round, we knew that there was a little boy that kept running left to right, right to left, down in that hallway. And I said to Viv, we'll probably see him, or, it was my birthday. It was that coming up to my birthday night at 12 o'clock. So I thought, well, hopefully they'll show us something anyway. And then once I said that was it. It was game over. I must have jumped about 12 foot in the air, screamed like a little girl. But I did. It wasn't a hide behind though. It was we didn't even, because I was on the side looking down the hallway, but it wasn't. We didn't see anyone come because it would have either been the footsteps we would have heard, we would have seen the shadows, or someone physically coming down the hallway. But in the fact that my hand was still in the clasp position as it was trying to pull me along, that's the story, really.
Wow.
But we thought, go on.
Do you think he was trying to sort of lead you somewhere without showing himself to you necessarily, or do you when you look back at this in hindsight, why do you think that this little boy was not willing to freely show himself to you or talk to you?
So looking at it now, and like we talk about it, have a laugh and have a joke about it, I think one reasons why he wanted to do it, he wanted to play. So he was telling us that he wanted to play and have a joke, but also that the second thing, that he wanted to show us something, like rather quickly. But yeah, he didn't. It was quite weird because when we was locking up, me and Chris saw him as we was locking down the stairs, like going downstairs into the basement. But he ran across the hallway, like where the door was. But that was the only time he showed himself.
Yeah.
And Chris did say that there is a child that has been who's around here anyway. But it was quite weird. That's the only thing that I could think of, that either that he wants to play, he wanted to have a bit of fun, or he wanted to show us something.
It's a good point, William says.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
So we take your hand.
You could.
Yeah, I know, like, because you have a little son.
Yeah.
Would it be the
Thank you,
same
William.
energy that would say, hey, he's somebody else's dad, maybe he'll...
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I suppose. But no, thank you, William.
Good point, really. Valid point.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. That was quite interesting, though, why it could have happened to you, Viv. It could have happened to Dan. It could have happened to anyone.
That won't happen to me because I'm bloody horrible.
But
What about you,
no,
Dan?
I don't know. What
I
do you
wouldn't
think
have to be.
about it, Dan?
I would hold it by its neck and ask it for his pocket money. The first thing that terrified me.
And did it hide behind like a?
Have you seen a
it's
hide
sort of-
behind?
No, when I behind it was my first girlfriend when she took her clothes off. I crapped myself.
Dan.
God's sake.
I absolutely shit myself. Mind you, it was in Tesco's.
You're terrible.
I remember saying, you don't get many of them on points.
God.
Every little helps.
There you go. I've seen Vivian jump higher than I thought possible.
Yeah.
Well, on
I
the
think-
show Saturday, William, you'll have to tell us.
I think for me, and it's weird because it wasn't. It's weird because it wasn't. You couldn't. It's odd. It was coming home from yours one night in the early hours of the morning. You know, everybody knows the story about me seeing the girl.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know, she didn't frighten me. That didn't bother me to the point that I turned around and went back to see if she was a living girl that had been dumped,
Yeah.
or like a boyfriend had dumped her in the early hours of the morning, or she was having a breakdown or something. Because you think, don't want to leave her there. You know, you can't do that. Get the police or whatever if she is. But it wasn't that. It was coming back from yours, and it was in a hedge by the side of the A10, and it was cold and it was wet. It was raining. And there was a car in front of me, and he took off. And then I looked to my left, and there was a guy completely naked. And he was kneeling down like that in the bushes, but looking out. And as I looked, I made eye contact with him, and he looked at me. We locked eyes, and I looked, and he followed me. As soon as his eyes followed me, I thought, that. And I shit myself. And I put my foot down. I thought, whatever's going on there, I don't want no part of that. Now,
No.
I can't say, you know, oh, Dan, you saw a bloke that was naked. Yeah, that's fine. But I've seen things like that before that just wouldn't bother me.
No.
That, for some reason, when I get scared, when I get really scared, I can't catch my breath. I just freeze up and I can't catch my breath, and I have trouble getting it back in. And that happened that night. And it doesn't happen that often, but that happened that night. And I don't know what it was. It was something just off. All right, yeah, of course he's off. Bloke's naked in the woods, hanging around, whatever. But this was early hours of the morning, no clothes, rain. That's you know, and it was just the way that he made contact, he looked. And that cracked me up.
Could have been.
It could have been.
We sort of had a
That's weird.
discussion, didn't we? And we think he might have been Faye.
Yeah,
Could have been.
yeah. In fact, we ran it past a friend of ours, didn't we?
Mhm.
And he said that he thought it could be Nordic. I think it was Nordic Fae or what have you, because they have a tendency of things to do things like that. So I don't know, but it was interesting.
I really want to
Very
dive deep into
interesting.
that
Yeah.
one.
But it scared it proper scared the crap out of me.
I was the same, Dan.
Nobody'd be scared if you saw a bloke in the bushes with no clothes and you think, oh fuck me, he's drunk, or he's been dumped, or he's pissed, or his friends have had a stag night and dumped him off. Wasn't that at all? It was just something that just wasn't right.
Mm.
And that was the thing that scared the crap out of me. Have I been scared? Yeah, of course I've been scared. Been scared on investigations? Of course I have. I'm not, not too...
I mean, everybody has. I mean,
yeah. And have I been scared to the point where I've crapped myself? Yeah, sometimes I have. I have, because you don't know what's going on. It's out of your control.
mm-hmm.
You know? What about you, Viv?
I think the worst time was the church.
Oh, yeah.
But
Great film.
I'm going to talk about something else. I'm going to talk about something that did hide. I suppose it hid because it was scared itself. And I then got attacked. And that was from, I thought it was a dog. I could just smell the dog. I could hear the dog growling. It moved very quickly in front of me. But when I think about it, it was too high to be a dog. When you think back on it, things happen and play out very, very quickly.
What do you mean?
And and as a result of that, I grabbed another investigator who then had experiences to find out it wasn't a dog. What we were listening to and what we were recording turned out to be something completely different. Not a human, animal, but not a dog. And it only came sort of up later on. And I was told to leave well alone, step back from it, because I'd already been sort of attacked big time. And it wasn't very, very nice. But it's the stuff in hindsight, speaking to a friend of mine who told me about bear baiting that went on in that place, making the connections, not working on a spiritual level for 3 months, completely step away from it. It was quite hard, and being then in places that were haunted and then being attacked again, not even ghost hunting, it was just going to have lunch.
I suppose you're vulnerable though. You're open, aren't you? And that once you've had that.
And I wonder if investigators, when they have not necessarily known that they've been spiritually attacked, then have put themselves in vulnerable positions, and that's when what we would class as your hide behinds is happening more, because they can see an opportunity and then they're just going for it. I'm not saying I'm not saying that everything is out to get you. No, it's not. I think what a lot of investigators don't realise is you've got animals, nasty people that were nasty in life, still nasty in death. They're not going to change. The energy is just bad. I don't know. It's a hard one, isn't it? Yeah.
What about you, Eric?
The only thing that really scared me was when I was married the first time. I was sleeping in the bedroom, I don't know if I was dreaming, but it sure was a exact duplicate of my bedroom. I saw a black figure, and I woke up, saw it, screamed like almost an inaudible scream. You know, like it couldn't come out all the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
And it disappeared. And I think that's right
Yeah.
around the time too that I shut off my stuff that I was able to do when I was a kid, because you know, scaring me like that a couple of times, you know, here and there throughout my life, I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
Thing is, as well, it's got to be worse in your home, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
that's your safe
Mm.
place. That's your sanctuary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where have you got to go for safety? If it's in your home, where, you know, which is why I feel that, I mean, that's why decent investigators, proper investigators, throw everything down and deal with people that have got children that are in that situation.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can't allow that to carry on. You know, you got to give them comfort, and you got to give them some sort of relief.
Yeah.
But you
And
know,
sometimes just being there helps them, doesn't it? It's just being there, knowing that nobody's taking the piss and that people are taking them seriously, and
Mhm.
acknowledging them and giving them credit for it. That helps them, you know. But it annoys me, these teams that just turn up and,
yeah, I know.
you know,
They just want a ghost hunt. They don't know what they're doing.
no, they're not interested in the mental health of the kids or the family.
No.
They're just
No.
interested in, you know, what can I get out of this, you know?
Well, like that one team that told that couple that, yeah, you definitely got a demon. You didn't even do an investigation. How
Yeah,
do you know they got a demon?
yeah. It's a go-to, isn't it? It's a go-to.
Mhm.
Anything that's a little bit dark. I think you said it, Viv, didn't you? It's anything that you can't, anything that I haven't got an excuse for or haven't got a reason for, automatically becomes turned demon.
Yeah. We got a
Well,
demon on the show.
I know. But a little family history is I'm adopted. Okay. Now,
Yeah, that's
I've met
bad.
my birth parents, and to find out, my whole entire family has gifts.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been awful, mate. It must see. That's the thing. 11-year-old Ian says he was 11. That's
Yeah.
fucking terrifying for a kid, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, in your own home, you know. And if somebody wouldn't give somebody of that age help, then you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, it's like with me, like living in a haunted house. First memories, spirit,
You
and
had it,
then,
yeah.
and then seeing the spirits in the schools. Like I didn't have that safety of a safety
No.
place. It
No.
was like
No.
everywhere. It was horrible.
I saw one as a kid in my house, but I didn't. It frightened the shit out of me. But
I was 5.
that was
yeah.
years. 5. Bloody hell, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kid should have to suffer that. No child should suffer that.
No.
It's totally unacceptable. You know.
Can I just interject and change the subject completely?
Sure.
I just want to get everyone in the chat to send some thoughts to one of our presenters, Mark Manley, right now, because he had a very, very tough day. And he's now going to have to go through some healing processes. So, Mark, if you do watch this or you see this on Catch Up, we're sending you all our love and best wishes, and we've got
love,
our
mate.
arms
Love you.
around you and hug you. So, yeah, just wanted you to know that, Mark. Sorry, just off.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's great. It's great.
Jay, what have you done with your hair?
I don't know. I've been really busy at work.
You look like
I
that. Something about Mary.
I was kind of bed hair, so I just thought, well, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to comb
Thanks,
it.
Sarah.
I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah.
Bless you,
Oh.
Sarah.
Just to let you guys know, winners of the competition, orders are gone in, so we're just waiting for the goodies to arrive. So-
I won it, and Jay came second.
No, you didn't.
I come first, actually. With Jeeves, so on your bike, lad.
Jeez.
First and last. First and last. Yeah.
First and last.
Oh dear, I'm just not with it today. I've had such a strenuous day, and my body's still aching.
Oh, from your walk.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
It
Jumping
wasn't
over
a
badgers.
it wasn't a flat walk either. It wasn't a
Jumping
oh,
over
they
dead badgers.
they stunk, I tell you. It wasn't just a flat walk as well. Some of it was uphill.
I know what he's talking about.
I had to jump in bushes as well.
She's Spider-Man haircut.
No, something about Mary. It's never mind. I can't say it on live.
No, it's not, Ian.
What we call a touch of the old Harry Monk gel. Hiya, Bobby. Hope you're doing well, bud. Good to see you.
What's that called? Cities.
Oh, very hot and humid Florida. He didn't know how to rub it in, didn't he?
I know. Well, we're gonna have to jump on a plane and just
We know you just stand a chance.
we're gonna have to squat in Bobby's house, you know, for
I
a couple
know.
of weeks.
Do you see what he's wrote? We're none of your hairdos will stand a chance. Hiya, City.
Hi,
Yeah,
City. City Snow.
Hashtag city snow. I have no idea.
Sounds
Wow.
exciting, though.
Snow in the city.
Mm.
Not now. It's summer here finally.
We ain't had a summer yet. Don't
No.
choke on that tea, Dan.
Hey, mate.
Don't choke on that tea.
They're having a heat wave in certain parts of America, and people have been there have been fatalities because it's been so hot.
Oh, do you know what? I had the best day on Sunday. Just went just let's go to Duxford. Yeah, okay, go to Duxford. I love Duxford. Love it.
Yeah.
Favourite place. And
I did see your mug.
there you go. They had Sally B out.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
They had her out, right? And the
Wow.
next thing I know, I'm going, oh, okay. So Hazel said, let's go to a cafe and have a coffee. Bollocks to that. Sally B's there. I want to go and see Sally B. So she went, no, she'll be there when you come out. She'll be there. You have a coffee. Yeah, okay.
No.
Come out. She's fucking gone. Right? Then I've heard, bum, 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 bum,
Starting up.
I've looked. She's like literally 70 feet from me. The fence is there. She's the other side of it. They've got it all going. One of the engines has gone bang. Fire's come out of it and smoke. So I spoke to one of the crew afterwards. And he said, it's just, I said, is it the mixture? He went, yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's the mixture. It fell into the pan and he said, it blows out. He said, fine.
Didn't like it.
No. So anyway, it's kicked in, got all four going. Next thing I know, what do you call it? What was it? It was P90 Mustang.
Yeah.
P90 Mustang's come along. Guy's in it. He's gone taxied round it, like Second World War American fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Got Little Friends, it was called.
They used to call Little Friends, yeah.
Little Friends. He's gone round it. He's taken off. Two Spitfires have gone behind him. They've taken off. The Sally B
I know.
is turned round, got on the runway, and I'm sitting there watching her. And then I thought, it's great here, but I want to get halfway to see her lift. And you're never that far from that runway.
Yeah.
I just watched her lift, and she took off. And I'll tell you what, I don't mind admitting it. I cried. I had tears in my eyes. It was possibly the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. One of them. It was stunning. And the guy he banked and he came round and he was doing all low flights and stuff. And then they landed, and I was speaking to one of the crew, and that was the guy. I said to him, "What was that?" And he went, "Oh, that was what you call it." And I said, "Do you get to go up in her often?" He said, "Well, I'm up this weekend." He went, "I'm up again next weekend." I thought, "You lucky bastard." But oh God, what a plane! Those B-17s, man.
No, I mean, said balloons.
You did see balloons.
Yeah, I saw balloons.
What'd you do with balloons?
Oh,
You.
You had balloons
got
on your
balloons.
screen.
did I?
Yeah.
Didn't see him.
Thought the robes.
Yeah, look at this. I've been doing a bit of art.
No, for me, it's getting colder every year.
That's it.
Did you draw that?
That's
You
cool.
didn't paint that.
Yeah, I did.
No, you
Oh, wow.
didn't.
Yeah, I
Did
did.
you?
see it? Bigfoot and a werewolf
Yeah.
with the moon.
Cool.
Did you paint that?
Well, these are stencils. The rest of it, I painted it. Oh yeah,
That's really cool.
it's all right, isn't it?
That's really good.
Because I was thinking of sticking one in your thing for a prize for something win.
That'd be cool.
Wow. That'd
Yeah,
be
sure.
cool. Yeah,
It's good, isn't it?
it
Yeah,
is.
good.
I love
Enjoyed-
that.
enjoyed
I
doing
love that.
I'll do one for you. Well, I've done one for you actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good, isn't it?
That is
What?
amazing.
10 minutes. You didn't even paint it. You probably spray painted it.
You spray paint. It's spray paint.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
you still have to, what you call it though? You still have to mix it.
Oh, don't talk wet.
You got to sign it, Dan.
I'll sign it, Jay's a cunt.
That's what I've been called, was.
It's good, isn't it?
all right.
It's good. It's great.
That's really good.
Yeah.
First of many.
Yeah, well, I'm going to knock a load of them out. And then just put them up for prizes if people want to, you know, stick them up.
£10.
Pennywise came to visit Dan, said William.
We have nearly record highs every year. That like America, like parts of America is getting hotter and hotter, isn't it? And we're getting
roasting
wetter.
out there, isn't it?
We're
getting
getting
wet.
wetter and wetter.
It's been miserable today.
We've
Cold
turned
and
into
wet.
we've turned into Wales. We've had about 2 days of sunshine for the in the
You
last
know,
7
cheeky
months.
bastards had the front to say the other day, the Met Office. This has been the hottest and driest spring that we've had for years. Or
Really?
no, on record. It's like,
No,
piss off.
yeah, no, I don't think so.
Absolute
Don't think so.
nonsense.
Oh, the whole planet, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just bring something up because this has happened far
Don't
too
quite.
often.
Uh-oh.
And I spotted a post on Facebook quite by accident.
Hey, Tim.
Oh, that's him.
Hi, Tim. And it
Wales
was,
Sarah.
and it was saying that Doris Stokes has been outed as a fake.
Oh, that
Now-
goes round every so often, doesn't it?
Oh, do you know what? It is so easy to say this about people that
Well,
are
she's
long
dead, isn't
since
she?
dead. Yeah.
Mm.
And I ended up putting up a rather long post explaining a situation about this woman. And yeah, it happens about
Thanks,
Derek often.
Yes, I have seen that. I had to bite my
Oh,
tongue
he
a
goes.
bit.
You know what? They for years and years and years, it goes around in cycles. It comes out, doesn't it? Oh, Doris Stokes was a fake. Yeah, and you think,
Yeah.
I'm not even giving it house room anymore. It's just somebody
No.
trying to make some sort of name for themselves.
I wish
No,
people would
exactly.
stop doing that. It's like, really, these people are dead. They can't even defend
To
themselves
defend
anymore.
themselves, yeah.
And there are people still alive that are related. It's like, really, come on.
But I think what we're wondering is who was she?
Doris Stokes was a famous, I say famous, she was a very good medium. She wasn't like the mediums of today.
That was before social media, wasn't it?
It was well before social media. She did a lot for charity. She did a lot to help individuals. And she did a lot for her church. She built a church from the ground up with nothing. And yes, she did go and do these large auditoriums and earn a bit of money. But she built a church
what?
from that.
Yeah.
And she's got a church in a place called Wimbledon. Now, to buy a property in
Oh,
Wimbledon
it's a
is
fortune over there.
cost you a fortune.
Fortune.
But
It's all been gentrified, hasn't it? It's all millionaires over there,
It
isn't it?
always
Definitely.
was.
Yeah.
Always was. But she put a
Southwest.
she put a spiritualist church in Wimbledon, and she built it from the ground up.
That ain't cheap.
And she had a manager, and this manager also used to manage certain TV celebrities from soaps. And one of them was in Love Thy Neighbour and is now in EastEnders and other people as
Oh,
well.
the black guy.
Yeah.
Oh, very good actor. Yeah.
So Derek Robinson was her manager, and he also used to help out with the church as well. So, you know, she did a lot of good, and she wrote her books. And when I was young and growing up and I was having the issues that I had, it was her books that actually saved me.
Yeah.
I dare say I most probably wouldn't be alive today if it wasn't for her,
No.
because what I went through was quite extreme. And I never got to meet the woman, but I did actually. She spoke to me, and that's another story, but I'm not even going to go into that. And I was honoured that she chose to do that. But yeah, to do things like that. I mean, even Derek Okora, he's helped so many people, so many people, and yet his name is still in other people's mouth that want to dirty his name.
Yeah.
His wife is still alive and she's still grieving, and it's
Yeah.
like, no, she doesn't need to hear any of that.
No.
You
It's
know?
nasty, isn't it? It's just nasty, isn't it?
It
It's
is
absolute
nasty.
nastiness.
Well,
But
here's
sorry,
my
Eric.
problem. Here's my problem. Why say anything about anybody that has nothing to do with you to begin with? You know what I mean?
it's
People
true.
that are just saying crap about people.
It's true.
How's it affecting your life that you have to say bad things about people?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, it's okay to have an opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can have a difference of opinion, but it's the way you put it forward.
Yep.
You know, there's no need to be nasty about it. You can have a debate, you can have a chat, you can, you know, have a backwards and forwards, but in the right way. You don't need to have the same opinions everybody else.
See, I think this is a problem as well with social media, isn't it? That social media has given everybody an avenue to just scream and lie from the comfort of their own armchairs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so they haven't got to take consequences for it.
No.
Because they can say what they want and just walk away and leave it there. And the damage that it does to people, you know, all right, yeah, words shouldn't hurt you, but you know, some people do get affected by them.
Yeah.
And I often think to myself as well, if it weren't for things like social media, I wonder how many paranormal teams would be out there, and I wonder how many mediums there would be. I don't think there'd be very many
A lot
of
less.
A lot less.
I don't think any, because with the advent of stuff like the internet and stuff like YouTube, it's blown out of all recognition. It's blown out of all proportions. You know, every second channel is a paranormal channel.
Do you know what, Dan? I think the invention of the internet is the worst weapon that has ever been designed. It's more deadlier than a gun or a bomb.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it, when you look at people like China and that, and they won't let their kids go on the internet. And yet all of these apps and stuff like this, you know, like what's it called? The one TikTok.
Yeah.
It's banned in China. It's banned in China.
Yep.
But they've got it all over here, and they're going, oh, I don't know how they're getting this information. I don't know how they're spying on us. Well, it's a fucking great social network out there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's where they're getting the information from. And also, you've got two bloody MPs that are willing to sell trade secrets and country secrets for a few quid. There's no honour anymore.
No.
There's no decency or honour anymore. I mean, there is, but it's very, very limited. You know?
Yeah. Nettie and Bry's in the house.
Hey up, Nettie, hey up, Bry. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, Bry, bless him. There he is.
Evening, young Bry. Have those come up from pit?
He hasn't come up from pit.
Not from pit.
What did he say?
From pit.
Do you know what Bry would say? Yeah, bastard.
He would say, Eckers like, lad, Eckers like.
You bastard. That's what, what's his name? Oh, that actor does the northern thing. He says, yeah, bastard.
Yeah, bastard. Yeah, bastard.
Bastard.
Do you remember what's his name? What was it? I can't remember. We used to do Scary Spice. Ooh, you bastard. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
No, you remember it? Ooh, my old minge is cooking up.
Thank you, Andy.
Avid Marion.
I never watched that. Didn't like it.
I liked it. It was pure filth.
Oh, Bry live from the Jaguar, not from the pit. Yes, because you know who Bry looks like, don't you?
No.
You know from Most Haunted, the oh God, what's his name? That the occultist that had the nightclubs.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Oh, Fred Bat.
Fred Bat.
Fred
and
Bat.
he drives a Jaguar, and that's Bry.
There you go then. There you go.
That needs
Jaguar,
to
baby.
be Yorkshire. Oh yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Who's doing it this time?
The
Parker.
Pot of Doom.
Let Parker
Pot
do it.
of Doom.
Tell him when to stop, Parker.
Start, mate.
Oh, boy.
Shut up now, that's not me.
I love pride.
1, 2, or
Buckle
3.
me shoe.
2.
2. The next week we are talking about
Hiding fronts.
spontaneous combustion.
Spontaneous combustion.
Yep, spontaneous combustion.
Oh. Oh.
I ain't got a clue, but
Oh.
I'll go with
That's,
it.
that's when people catch fire for no reason.
Great, yeah.
That means their farts have been too hot.
That is exactly what it means. Or they've been laying on their back and lighting their farts with matches and it's gone in. Like that. And they've just exploded.
It's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
Oh dear, that is going to be
Help,
fun.
help, my shit's on fire. I'm waiting for it, Ian. What celebrity?
Which
have you
one?
been compared
Which
to?
one?
Not me.
Do you know people used to think that
Vinda Poe.
I look like Jenny Powell? Do you remember Jenny Powell when she had a perm?
Oh, she's a magpie girl.
And I had a perm, and they said, "Oh, Luke, you look like Jenny Powell." I said, "Yeah, she's my sister." And then I met
Jenny
Andy.
I remember Jenny Powell. Yeah, she did the she did the what you call it, didn't she? With that. Oh, who was that cheesy bloody disc jockey? Pat
Sharp.
Pat Sharp.
Sharp. God, he's such a dick, that bloke, isn't he?
He's
Fuck,
got
he's a
feelings
dick.
as well, Dan. Fucking hell.
No, he's a dick. He's an
He had
absolute
a
dick.
mullet. I remember he had a
that's
mullet.
it, yeah.
Oh, he hasn't got it anymore, but he's so full of himself.
Did you have a mullet, Eric?
No. I had long hair, but never a mullet.
What would you do or think if you saw a ghost or an apparition? You took a photograph, lovely full-bodied apparition, and he had a mullet.
I'd laugh.
But man, you fucking
Yeah.
died at the wrong time.
I'm
I'm a couple of years you'd have had that cut.
Go back.
I don't know. Where does Ian look like?
I've never seen him.
What do you think? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think Ian looks like. Not sure. No. I know Dan used to look like Colonel Sanders at one point, but he doesn't anymore.
Yeah, now I look like fucking Joe Brand.
Oh, wait,
No, you don't. Cheggers.
Ian plays pop. Ian plays pop.
Cheggers. Oh, dear, that is funny. Oh,
He's gone
dear.
now, he Checkers. He's dead, isn't he?
Mm.
Keith Chegwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's passed away.
When did he pass away?
Oh, quite a few years ago now, isn't it? About
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago.
Stephen
Yeah.
Graham. Who's Stephen Graham?
Who's Stephen Graham?
Night, William.
Hi, William.
Hey, William.
Have a good night, William.
See you Saturday.
Take it easy, William. Who the hell is Stephen Graham? I don't even know who Stephen Graham is.
Right, this is going to wind me up after I'm going to Google him.
That'd be much of a celebrity, then.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was below the boat, wasn't it?
Well, we don't know who he is.
Checkers plays pop. Ian plays pop. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, what do you?
Get
what's
out.
that little legs?
What happened there?
I don't know.
You're too busy playing Checkers Place.
Oh, I'll carry it.
You
Oh,
moved.
2017 he died. There you go, 2017.
Look at an actor. Look him up.
How do you spell
He's an
Steve?
actor, look him up. Stephen. Step hen.
Mhm.
It's like my normal hen, but I'm not biologically related to it.
No, you don't look like him.
It's my step
that's-
hen.
He doesn't
What does he
look
look
like
like,
him.
That's not Colonel Sanders.
That's Stephen Graham.
He's a Scouse lad, he is.
Stephen
Yeah,
Graham.
you don't look like him.
No.
Oh, hang on, I'm looking at myself. Sorry.
Sis? I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, you're about 3 minutes below.
It's the time delay in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. I don't know about that one.
So next week is spontaneous combustion. Is that right?
Yep. Spontaneous combustion.
Vindaloo
Yeah.
farts.
Vindapoo.
Vindapoo farts.
Do you remember the song Vindaloo?
Yeah.
The old England song, wasn't it?
Well, they'll be singing it again in a couple of weeks when the Euros start.
Yeah.
When we lose.
Yeah.
We're going to beat Scotland.
Oh, if we don't, then Lois, she's going to have a field day with us.
I'll be surprised if we could beat a fucking egg at the minute.
The women's team will do well, but I think the men, forget it.
Men are shit.
Sarah's fired up for that.
There you go. Sarah's already got the colours out and flags hanging up.
I should do the
flag,
Welsh
innit?
ones.
She will do.
Yeah.
They got more open than Bobo.
Lovely. Yeah, they have. Oh, Vindaloo
Oh.
farts, good for a Dutch oven. No, I'm like most men. I love the smell of my own jam tarts. I absolutely love it.
Fucking weird, man.
Do you know what? Your poor wife, Ian. Disgusting. I mean, men like the smell of their own farts. There's something wrong with you.
I don't know, is there?
That's true. He's Scottish too.
Meh.
I'll crack on.
Crack on.
I'm not bothered, lads. I'm not bothered.
This is what you call banter, Eric. That's when people rip into each other. Don't mean it. It's just banter. I call it banter.
So you know when Lewis gives it to me and I give it back, that's banter.
Yeah.
She doesn't mean it, and yeah, I don't mean it back.
I mean every word of it. I say it low.
Me too.
Every word in capital. Every letter in capital. With a punctuation behind each sentence.
Poor Lo. What's she ever done to upset you?
Fucking exist.
Oh wow! No. I'll have it
That's
back.
not nice. That's
I'm
not
gonna.
nice.
I'm gonna. Oh no, that's out of order.
She knows I love her.
Right, we are going to end the show. He's more Scottish than Lois.
Yeah,
That's true, actually. She's a fucking Iron Brew mad, isn't she? She would
yeah,
piss
but she
blood.
doesn't like anything else Scottish.
Yeah.
She would piss
Yeah, but-
Iron Brew.
Iron Brew's not
Cut
good for you. Too much of that
Well,
stuff's
no,
not good for you.
Well, it's too much. It's made of girders, isn't it? Damage your teeth on it.
Mm.
You Scottish, Jay?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No,
seriously,
it's
Jay,
scary.
you're Scottish and a
seriously.
Celt. I will be rooting for Scotland.
I've probably got more Welsh in me than I have Scottish.
I know, right? What the?
I just saw Robert.
Robert, yeah. He's terrible, isn't he? That's another one.
What's that? I didn't see it.
Poor Robert.
Oh, that is.
Oh wow!
That's not nice.
No, you leave my friend alone.
I'll respond in the way that Lois would.
Ian Barris is Welsh. Sing us a song, Parker. No, Jay's not. I'm a bit Scottish.
No, Sarah,
No,
he's,
it's not.
he's not
I'm a
Scottish.
tiny
Jay's not Scottish. He's a bit simple. He's not really. Dan simple.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
After my dad passed on, I found out that I was part Scottish. So
I thought I found out I was part simple.
Eric simple too. Eric simple. Am I the only
Fucking hell, we're gonna be a
normal one?
right wing double, me and you and we.
Oh God, I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. That's all right. I'll be
No.
taking Rita out, so we'll do our own thing and let these simpletons just get on with it.
We'll be like Dumb and Dumber going around.
What flavour's that window?
Viv, can you come over and help us?
No.
You should be driving us out of jail by the time you guys get back from anywhere.
Can you imagine the three of them ghost hunting? Oh,
Yeah.
is that a ghost? Let me lick it and see.
Bryce is a prison royalty.
There you go, Bry's Prussian royalty.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, one of my great grands was Scottish.
I have blue blood. I have blue blood. I have a king of England that I'm a direct descendant of, apparently. He wasn't on the throne for very long, but there you go.
What's on tomorrow night shows with?
We have got a treat tomorrow. Dan, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I can do.
Go on then.
We've got Jonathan Downes on.
Cool.
And Jonathan Downes is quite a well-noted cryptozoologist, and he's also into his zoology as well.
Wow.
So
I've met
Yeah.
him and I've
Yeah.
you've met him,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's
Great
on tomorrow. So we're gonna be chatting to him tomorrow. And Viv, we're gonna go across the whole spectrum with him, aren't we? We're gonna talk about everything and anything that.
Yeah, well, if we haven't got enough time, we'll just have to get him back on
Hi,
another
Nicola.
show.
Yeah, but
Hi,
you've got him.
Nicola.
You're gonna get him on a few times, aren't you?
I am, yes, because there is a lot to discuss with him with the crypto side of things.
Yes.
The crypto side, and also the expeditions and the things that he's done for Animal Planet and was it the History
Discovery.
Channel and
Yeah,
Discovery.
Animal Planet and Discovery and National Geo, I think.
Yeah, he's done all them, hasn't
Yeah, he's done
Yeah.
quite a few of them.
he? Very interesting lad.
He is interesting, man.
Very interesting.
And he's also been involved in the music industry to a degree. So he's a very interesting man that's seen a lot of the world and been in places that we can only ever dream about.
Is he the one that did that Bigfoot song?
He is, Tim.
Okay.
What's that, Eric?
Was that the guy that did that Bigfoot song? His son is works with him sometimes too.
I don't think that's him.
Oh, okay.
No.
No. But he is, like, as Tim says, this guy is an absolute legend. And we've all grown to love this man. So
Exciting to speak to him.
we thought we'd try and unpick his brain a little bit, So it will be an interesting
Excellent, Nicola.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. He knows stuff. He does know stuff. It's if we can get it out of him.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it because he's got a sort of similar background to me, isn't he? Working with wildlife and stuff and documenting stuff and that. So I'm really looking forward to that.
I mean, I'm interested to talk about some of his expeditions that he's been on and how that was.
Yeah, he's been on quite a few, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been on quite a few.
Yeah. Tim, we should have an expedition. We should call it Expedition Ghost. We need to have a chat about that, Tim. We need to put it in our secret chat. We have a secret chat.
Secret chat. Secret chat.
Shh.
On that note,
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll see you Saturday with William.
I'll see you Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Are you working this week, Jay?
No,
You off?
I'm working normal days this week, and then I'm helping William out on Saturday. He wants to know.
Yeah, I'll give you a call. We'll catch up properly.
William wants to know ins and outs of the paranormal when I started, how I did it on his show. So I'm going on to help him.
Who are you going on?
I'm going to William's show.
He's been a guest on William's show on
Nice.
Saturday
I am,
night
yes.
on the
So,
Simply Spooky channel.
Yes, I am. I've put forward if he needed help, so I was like, yes, I can. You can do
Great.
it Saturday.
that's
So yeah,
cool.
so
Good.
he wants to get to know how I
Night, Nicola.
started, what involved.
He wants to know when you're going to start.
Yeah. So,
And how you going to go about it?
Yeah, he wants to know ins and outs of a Dutch arsehole, pretty much. So it's going to be quite interesting. So yeah, just have to tune in and see what you think.
Yeah, don't forget, do your hair. Know something like Mary. And put the
Yeah,
colour
yeah,
down.
none of that.
No.
Yeah, don't bother
So, yeah,
wearing
it'll
your
be
football shirt. Just pop a nice shirt on. That's what I mean. Scousket.
Can down.
But yeah, so no, it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be good.
Be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be good.
Right. Shall we end it here, Eric? What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've come to a determination that we're going to end it. All right.
We have.
Night, everybody.
No,
Bye,
guys.
everybody. What are you ending it for, Eric? Don't end it. Night, everybody.